You're cheating hard, we'll tell on you. Walk around and leave you blue. Bump, 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 bump. They're here. And I'm in my funky clothes. Anyway, howdy, this is PaleRider, and welcome to my stream. I'm back with The Witcher 3, probably for the last time in a while. I am within three parts of the ending. So I guess first I'll go down and... First of all, I got to go down and talk to the bootjack. The bootjacker. Dude that jacked my boots so I could put one in his butt. I will jack him with my boots.
I never knew vampire exterminations could be so hard.
Banquets and wine.
So this town is really tore up from the... Oh, wait. How come the bank's all back in shape? You know what? Let me go in here a minute. It's locked. Can I put back on my... No, this way. See if I can put it back on my good clothes. Ha. What just happened? Well, it just went to a whole nother place. I got crap here I need to sell. Yeah, there's my boots. Don't want to get my good duds dirty. I'm going to be fighting in the mud or something here in a minute, I think. There we go. I want my glasses back. Also... if I wait an hour, will it fill up my stuff? Let me meditate for 1 hour.
Oh, that's bad luck.
Hey, it redid everything.
You witcher! Where were you when the vampires came to gut us?
I was fighting them, you dumbass. Do I look like I just stand around? Sounded like they like that. Where is the... This isn't right. Oh, it's over here. Need to go over here and sell some crap. But there's something over to my left right now.
If I were to put up my wife as surety.
You're cheating hard. We'll tell on you. You'll cry and leave you blue.
Welcome back, Master.
Show me what you've got in stock.
Show me what you stocked in God. Or got. Yeah. I was just so stupid. Okay, we can sell him this. I know, why is it so hot in here? Oh. You closed the windows and then did the toaster oven? That wasn't smart. Next time, leave the windows open until after you're done with the toaster oven.
Need to get going. Till next time.
That is a little loud. Okay, now how do I get out of here? And tears come down like falling rain.
Oh, that's bad luck. Sorry. This is Beauclair, and everything's peachy.
Reginald Galbraith has returned, not to be missed.
What is it?
Buy your tickets now, available from me alone.
Is this the right place?
Citizens, a plea from Her Illustrious Highness. The Ducal Chancellery is...
A weirdo ad?
Greetings. I hope your search goes well.
Yeah.
The whole screen was pink, though.
Yeah.
Weird. It was a weirdo ad.
What do you have on offer?
Well, a little of this and a little of that. Don't want to sell that sword. I've got some good stuff. Amy. I'll sell Amy. She likes it when I sell her. So that was a whole set of Toussaint armor that was better than what I'm wearing, but I don't think it had any special stuff to it. Wow. That was some good shit, man. I don't know why I sold it. Should be wearing it. This is it. This is the actual armor. Dang. Game's almost over anyway. But that's some good armor there, man. Doesn't quite have the resistance to piercing and slashing. That's it. It's got everything else and more. Oh, wait. No, that's the other way around, huh? Oh, it does have the resistance to slashing. Okay. Never mind. I don't know. I'm just happy. Happy with what I got. Wait, just wait.
What do you have on offer?
I didn't check the other categories here. No, he's not going to buy anything there. Very well.
Farewell.
Good luck on the path.
Monsieur. Monsieur.
Star?
Two
Monure.
fish in the channel?
Virtuous knights.
Oh, hey, you grey-haired shit!
of the Duchessa herself. Welcome, please peruse. The best diverse wares in Tucson at the best prices.
Show me what you got back there.
Well, okay. That's the main stuff. Got a bunch of crap in here now. This is all the stuff that I got when I was in that fairyland. Corkscrews. What happened to those? Most of that stuff's actually in the quest items part that I got in the fairyland. Like the freaking gold balls and shit. Why? There's those bottle caps. Those were from the fairyland. The fairy tale land. Special Forces insignia. See, there's expensive toys. That was from that fairy tale land too. That's it there. But what happened to the golden goose's egg thing? What happened to all that crap? I got a golden goose's egg. And I got some golden balls. They just don't fit right in my pants, so I have to sell them. They clang around when I walk. There was a lot of stuff that I got in that area that I don't see in here at all. There's all kinds of quest items here that I never used. That I did. I don't know.
So long.
Oh!
Greetings.
Hear ye, hear ye! Her Highness's sister found Sylvia Anna, who went missing. Grace,
So
no
today,
Water, no
I
wine.
watched the playback of my first playthrough,
Drink!
the ending, to see what happened on it. I'm not going to tell you what happened on it because that's kind of a spoiler if you haven't seen it. But the ending kind of sucked, and I think I tried it quite a few different ways, and I tried the very ending 2 different ways, and I got the same results.
Blimey.
I think I know where I went wrong, so I'm going to try it different this time, and hopefully I'll get a different ending. I'm hoping. So here's the boot black kid.
I agree completely, young man. Lois is clearly more adhesive than loam.
Isn't that the truth?
Oh, there's
I
Regis.
noticed it myself. But clay? Now that's a real pickle to clean off.
Greetings, Geralt.
Now what? During the day,
Geralt.
it is day.
Greetings, Geralt.
The Duchess summoned him. What?
There we go.
Oh,
Wow.
it's the swordsman. Good to see you. Here for a spiffing? Dirty boots are a stain
spiffing?
on professional dignity,
I want to
you
be
know.
spiffy.
Step on up.
Need to ask you something.
I am
Here
spiffy.
to Ken? Go on then. I'm a proponent of free speech and I will gladly tell you all I know.
I'm a
But why not
proponent
get your
of free
boots
speech.
shanked while we jabber?
Oh, we sure need you in America right now.
Guess
kid.
they could use a spit and polish.
Then I shall take advantage as well. A friend of mine used to say boots should be as clean as the soles that wear them.
Okay, so on my playback when
Clean
I played it before,
clean souls.
I was inside
a
those.
fine slogan.
silk clothes that I was wearing a while ago, and the boots weren't even boots. They were like these freaking cloth slippers thingies, and he was sitting there polishing cloth slippers. It just didn't make any sense at all.
How's business?
Well enough. I can't complain. Though it'd be even better were certain folk to sit down for a shine as they stood and chatted.
Man in the frock coat. You passed him some letters, remember?
Why, of course. I'm young, got a mind like a steel trap, but...
If you're about to tell me this information will cost me, forget it. How'd you get those letters?
Beggars brought them.
Why didn't you tell us this before?
Why didn't you tell us this before, when we first talked?
You didn't ask about beggars now, did you?
Stupid, Witcher.
Beggars. Tell us more about them. How many were there?
Why, 4. 1 for each letter.
Just 4? Sure you didn't get a 5th?
I can't count, you know.
Remember anything else? These beggars have anything in common?
What? Come now. Each was different. Some had mismatched boots, others had no boots at all. Oh!
Somebody smelled really, really
They
bad.
all had no home.
Kid, my patience is starting to run a little thin. Now think hard.
Where'd the beggars get the letters?
Where'd they get the letters? They picked them up? Get them from someone?
I don't know. They'd come, hand me a letter, and walk away. I asked no questions.
Geralt, allow me to ask a question. Listen, lad.
I wasn't
I'll
done
be
yet.
glad to mix another batch of that boot shine for you. But you must focus now and tell us all you know. Where can we find the beggars?
Well, at the shelter, most like.
Where's that?
Everyone knows. It's just round the corner. Up those stairs, then right.
Thanks, kid. For your trouble. We must visit the shelter. Look around inside.
A courtesan is like a rat
in here?
catcher. Good for when the pussy at home grows too fat.
Oh, hey, loot what? Price letter? Our list? Yeah, I just stole your shit, dude. Got any more stuff I can steal? I gave that guy like 3,000 freaking gold last time I dealt with him. It was a little ripoff.
You've to move your little camp elsewhere.
I want to save again before I go in here.
This is a decent district. We need no filth folk butting about. You? What do you want?
To talk.
Here, that's a waste of breath.
I'm gonna rip off your head
We've
and
tried
shit down
it,
your throat.
only to tire our lips. We'll use other means of persuasion now.
Gentlemen, calm, please.
Either get out along with these flea-ridden vagabonds, or we'll toss you all out. Our patience is gone. This place is no longer a rank refuse dump.
Scram! Decent folk live here.
The shelter, them living here, bothers you. Question is why?
Look, Ballard. Another defender of the poor. Fighter for justice.
Damn nuisance. We've our women and young folk living next door, when even grown men fear to walk past such rabble.
Decent folk you mention. Mean yourselves.
Why? Do you doubt it?
Hell yes.
Hear that, Artois? He poking insults us. On our own turf.
We should step aside, good fellow. My friend is perfectly capable of settling this unfortunate dispute on his own.
Wee-hee! Box his face off.
Not good.
I hate when I have to fight two of them at once. In my playback, I whoop these guys like quick. In my old one version. Dang! Dang!
One damp squib.
They almost had me. They didn't hardly even touch me last time.
All
I was
right.
better
I
3
can
years
take
ago.
a
I
hint.
was a lot better at
Come,
this.
time to go.
I thank you so much for your aid. I tried to reason with them, but they'd have beat me blue had you not come along. I'm grateful. Immensely.
What did they want from you?
They are neighbors. Wish me to take my folk, the shelter, elsewhere. They dislike that I help the beggars. I do not oppose going elsewhere, were we to have somewhere to go. But you've come with a problem, have you? My turn to aid you.
Hold on. Okay, I'm back. Starting to get a drink. What is this place?
What is this place? Poorhouse?
You could call it that. They come here to rest and eat a hot meal.
You help them, why?
Because they need help.
Need some information. Looking for a man who might have mentioned the boot black in Rue de Garl.
The boot black? A feisty lad. I know him.
Any of your, wards supposed to meet him recently or soon?
Forgive me. Those I help and I are not so close that I would know. But should you wait, they'll all soon come for their meal. You can question them yourselves.
Sure all your usual beggars will be here?
They're not obliged to come, of course. But they rarely find a decent meal elsewhere. So, almost all in the area eat here.
Thanks. We'll wait. Nice of you to let us.
My dears, I've a matter to address before I serve this soup.
Don't call me dear.
These two gentlemen have some questions of you. Pay attention. Answer in brief. For if you draw it out, your soup will go cold. And we wouldn't want that, would we?
Recently, 4 of you delivered
like
sealed
cold soup.
letters to the boot black. I know this.
Does anyone know what the gentleman means? Go on, speak up. Romain?
Why should I squeal? We were all told not to mention the letters. We all swore.
You can tell me, Romain. You were given a letter and you delivered it, right? Good work, Romain. Thank you. Who else?
I got one too. Gave it to the boot black. Freshy, he got one. But he can't tell you, as he's not here.
I still have mine. I'm to deliver it 2 days after the Feast of St. Barnabas.
Letters meaningless? Let's see what that does. I did the other one on the playback.
I need the letter. It's very important. It's no use to you anymore.
But I was to deliver it personally. Let no one else see it. That is what she said, and she was frightened.
She.
You ought to heed folk who are kind and honest. These men helped me a short while ago, helped all of us. If this individual threatened you, you need not keep the promise you made.
All right, take it. I didn't want to see the boot black anyways. It's always muddy there.
Dude was in a fight. Letter revealing the victim, the last
Damn
victim.
it. What is it? Another name, truly?
See for yourself.
Well. I must say, even I did not expect this. This time you will see to our Duchessa. It seems we underestimated Siana rather grossly.
Judging by this, Detloff was literally supposed to tear her heart out.
Yet first you must snap her neck. Puzzling.
Okay, so at the beginning of this DLC, 4 of these knights of this area, of this province or duchy or whatever, got killed. That's why Geralt came to this area. It was a contract from the Duchess to find out who killed these knights. They were like high ranking royalty knights, you know, in the kingdom or the duchy. And well, 3 of them got killed before he got here, and then one of them got killed after he got here, and then there was one more. There's supposed to be 5. There's 5. Actually, there's 5 virtues in the knight's chivalrous knight thing, whatever. Their pact or their code. There's 5 virtues that they're supposed to follow, and each one of the 4 that were killed had 1 virtue. And there was 1 virtue left, so we kind of figured there was going to be 1 more victim. And we find out now that it's the Duchess. Right here, last victim's the Duchess. Complete the puzzle for you. Okay, this will kind of explain it a little bit.
Puzzle complete now.
Alas, the matter's ceased to be a tantalizing brain tease and has turned incredibly grave. We've proof of a plot to assassinate Toussaint's ruler. We've proof of a coup d'etat.
Duchess was to be Detloff's last victim. Syanna planned it from the start.
Indeed.
That was
a logical conclusion, Geralt.
4 seemingly random victims to start. The virtue's their only link. Enough to get folk talking about a righteous, vengeful beast. Obscured the victims' links to Syanna, even as she had those she despised killed off one by one, leaving the Duchess for last.
Had she managed to fulfill her plan, none would have questioned the reasons. Most would have thought Anna Henrietta had died for her sins. She was known to show a hard heart on many occasions. Ample proof of a lack of compassion.
Why would Syanna murder her own sister? Out of envy? To take power? From an inborn penchant for evil?
Yes, yes, and yes. All seem likely, and none are mutually exclusive. But if you'd like to know for certain, you could always ask her yourself.
Love to learn her motives.
Actually, love to learn her motives.
Praiseworthy, I suppose. Sometimes one should stare evil in the face.
Seems a bit strong, no?
She used my friend as her tool for killing. I believe I've every right to condemn her, but I support your lust for the truth. Some philosophers think empirical examination the sole path to knowledge. I believe you mentioned the Duchess keeps Syanna locked up.
Courtiers were insisting on a harsher punishment. Much harsher. Think Anna Henrietta had to protect her sister from a lynch mob as much as she wanted to protect her subjects from a criminal. One way or another, she's locked away in a secluded wing of the palace, awaiting trial before a court of law. I'd need to get past some guards to see her. Coming with?
Of course not. I shall await you at Mare la Chaise-Longue. I'll not risk entering the palace after Detloff and his minions rampage. Besides, I vastly prefer the company of a simple mug of mandrake brew to that of the Duchess's vile sister.
So, said straight up, it means you're going off to get drunk because you hate Syanna.
I've never been fond of categorical statements of that kind, but I admit I could not vouch for my behavior in her presence. She treated Detloff cruelly, caused his death in the end, and now this? Atop all that? No, Geralt. I will not go with you. I will await you at the cemetery.
All right. Leveled up again. All right. Got to go here first. Wow. What is he saying? Or she? Somebody was a little bit drunk. Long live rock. Is that what he's going to say? I bet you that's what he was going to say. All right, so save. And leave me blue. That ain't the right spot. That ain't it. Where the hell am I going? Okay, this might be the right place. Yeah, let me save again. Just in case I mess this up, I'll say we're the last one. Now what? Upstairs. Any good loot? Man, let's just take all their dinner. All the dinner. All the dinner's mine. What's up there? What's up there? How do I get up there? Give it to me. Jeez. Okay. Am I getting there? No. All right, so this is tricky. And I don't know if it really makes a difference what I say here or not.
To see Sienna.
I'm going to try the best
In
option.
the matter of?
She's suspected of planning the Duchess' assassination. I want to talk to her, plain and simple.
Want to talk to her? It's important.
Want to talk? Go see your gran at tea time. Not one locked up on the Duchess's orders. No doing without special permission. Period.
Found some information important to her case. Need an explanation, urgently.
Ah, fine then. You're that witcher who solved the murders, no? Then you've my permission, but only for a few minutes.
Promise to be brief.
He walked up the stairs. That's just funky.
The witcher will speak with the inmate. You can take a momentary break.
As long as it's truly but a moment. Highly irregular, this.
Have you come to see how I fare? I'm fine, thank you. Artorius' ribbon worked wonders. It's a shame they took it from me.
I know who the fifth victim was supposed to be.
Goodness, you're simply a compulsive snoop. I'm in prison. Detloff is dead.
You're simply a
not just
compulsive
drop it?
snoop.
Sienna, stop pretending you couldn't care less. I know it's an act, and it's really starting to wear. Why do you want to kill her?
For such an accomplished investigator to ask about the obvious? Come now, Geralt. Why do you think?
Okay. So here's where all this shit gets complicated. She has this thing called the Curse of the Black Sun. It's something that happens to royalty sometimes, and they just like don't have a soul, kind of. Well, that's probably the real reason. Huh? Too much inbreeding. Yep. And because you envy her, she does that too. So, but all three of these answers are right. But this is the only one that gets her to react right. If you do either of these other two, you don't get an option in the next dialogue that you actually need to do to kind of calm her down. So, because she turned her back on you, forgot about you.
Because she turned her back on you, then banished all memory of you.
Bravo, Geralt. Yet another riddle solved, and your sick curiosity sated.
That's the screenshot.
Well, what now? Off to share your discovery with Anna Henrietta? No, she's no longer in danger, true. But she very well might add a little something to your reward.
Definitely gonna tell her. Not necessarily for the coin, though.
Then why do it at all?
She ought to know. If only 'cause you'll probably try to kill her again if she ever lets you out.
I probably will.
Okay, so you always get this one, all honest, finally, but that antagonizes her a little more. You don't get this option if you ask the other two, or one of the other ones. I think you get. I don't know. I can't remember if you get this one or not. I know that at least one of the other options you don't get this option of saying, "Ever thought of forgiving her?" But both times that it ended badly for me, I said this answer. And I did this on one of them, but I didn't let it play out through the end, which is stupid. I meant to do this one. So I don't know what's going to happen when I do this one. But there's also another spot where I can give one or the other answer. So I might have to come back if this doesn't work and try it the other one.
Perhaps, just for a second, you could stop dwelling on all the wrongs folk have done you and forgive her.
Oh God, I almost got
Why
that
should
screenshot.
I?
For old time's sake. You loved each other once.
Please. I don't know who fed you that rubbish, but...
Read your governess's diary. You played together, were inseparable. Henriette'd get you into trouble sometimes, sure. But there were also times she stood up for you. When you had nightmares, only she could calm you. Time eats away at memories, distorts them. Sometimes we only remember the good. Sometimes only the bad.
Is that fist pump thing? She does
if she
that.
loved me so, why did she wash her hands off me?
Most of
Forget me. Hmm?
Most of the answers, she does that fist pumping thing at the end. She does it earlier this way when you ask her that one question. Okay, might ask her that. Okay, so you don't get either of these if you ask that other, say that other thing about her whatever the other freaking answer was that I didn't do a minute ago. You get something completely different. But I never asked her this one. Might ask her that. Which I might have to come back and do that. I want to see what happens if I do this. She was a child, because this kind of calms her down a little bit. Not completely, though.
Sienna, you were exiled when she was how old? 12? 13? She was a child. What was she supposed to do? Rebel? Organize a coup? Steal your father's seal and forge a pardon? She was powerless. Wiped you from her memory not because she didn't care, but because your departure was traumatic for her. She forgot because that was the only way she could handle the pain.
Ugh. You meant what you said in the Land of 1,000 Fables. You really want a happy ending to this story, don't you? Ah, with all of us living happily ever after. Go, Witcher, or they'll give your medal to another, and that would be a shame.
Farewell, Siana.
So she talks about a happy ending right there. She doesn't talk about a happy ending the other way.
Commander de la Tour would like to see you. Shall we go at once?
Okay, I don't want to go at once because you can't save. And if I fuck up at the end, there's 2 or 3 ways the ending could go too. And I want to try those before I do this. So I'm just going to say...
Need to tend to one thing first. I'll look in on him afterwards.
So be it.
Okay, so I just need to go to Damien. And then I'll save right before I get there. Actually, I can save right now, just in case. I'll save over that save when I get close to him. Just falls down the stairs. What a dork. What a dork. Gotta keep an eye out. What the hell's going on here? Wait, I thought he... Wow, that's a long ways away. Dotted line's trying to get me to go that way. Can I get... Oh shit, that's a cliff. That's why. Party going on. What the hell is going on here?
A fruitful hunt to you, Witcher.
Jamming. Rock and roll! Woohoo! Rock and roll. Okay, I'm close.
Long live
That's him.
Duchess Anna Henrietta!
Damien.
Geralt, it's about time. Ready for the ceremony?
Your face doesn't look good. Though it looked even worse last I saw you.
I apply a balm of Arnica. Yeah, I hardly feel it anymore.
Vampire got him good. 5th victim. See, this really sucks. Okay, so when I answered it or talked to that girl the other way and got her all worked up, the girl I just talked to, and I come here and I tell him the 5th victim, I know who it is supposed to be, and listen to what he says when I do that. He still doesn't tell the Duchess.
Got some important information. Anna Henrietta was supposed to be Detloff and Siana's 5th victim.
You are certain of this?
Completely. Found proof.
Inconceivable. How could she? The murders, the mayhem she brought down on the city, were they not enough? She sought to strike down her own sister, her liege. Traitor. I must alert my men. Enlarge the Duchess's honor guard. Make certain Sylvia Anna is closely watched during the questioning. I'll see to it personally.
You know what? Can I
thank you, Witcher,
No, I
for
can't.
alerting me. And I appreciate your attentiveness.
I'm just going to play this
Very
out.
well. Let us get things underway. Don your ceremonial attire. Then you'll come with me. Her grace awaits.
I just wonder if I wouldn't have told him that at all, and I didn't tell Henrietta what would happen. Is there any way to get through this? I wish I can get to my menu.
In the guild's name,
Guess I just
I
gonna have to
beg
play
your
it out.
assistance, your enlightened highness. Without barrels, production will come to a stop, and it will be the end of us.
You lost them all in the fire. These are horrible tidings. Oh, we are most dreadfully saddened.
Yes, your enlightened highness all. Once the beasts had clawed their way into the warehouse, the whole place went up in flames.
I shall dispatch a palace guardsman to examine the site of the blaze. If things are, as you say, fitting compensation shall be paid from the ducal treasury.
Thank you, your enlightened highness.
Your enlightened highness?
Your grace, Geralt of Rivia has arrived.
Does that make them feel better if they think
My
they're
dear
enlightened?
subjects, we come now to our next point of business. Of all the duties which fall upon my shoulders, as the ruler of this dominion, this duty
Wow,
is
he looks
dearest
funny as
to my
fuck.
heart. For now, we shall award the Order of Vitis Vinifera, Tucson's highest honor.
Geralt of Rivia,
He's smelling his
Slayer of
armpits.
the Beast of Beauclair, step forth.
Do I smell like a witcher?
We bestow the distinction upon the Witcher, who saved Beauclair from the terrible beast. Such is our desire. May the symbol serve as a reminder to all that the Witcher shall forever remain a friend of Beauclair. In more familiar terms now, I thank you immensely, Geralt. Damien has your reward for you. After all, it was but a contract.
Thank you.
I have a small surprise for you, in addition. I give you more than a dozen barrels of Son Real, a wine normally reserved for the ducal table. The gustatory experience of a lifetime awaits. Are you content?
Gastatoria. The Gastatory. Can't wait. Truly honored. Got bad news. Okay, so last time I said this too to her. I'm going to say it again since I hope I'm changing the outcome, but just in case. But I don't know. We'll see what happens.
I am, and truly grateful, Your Grace. Sadly, I'm afraid I have to sour the mood. It's Sienna.
She didn't believe me one time.
Killed Duchess. Planned to use Dettlaff. You were to be the beast's fifth victim.
This cannot be true. You're mistaken. You must be.
I have proof.
I do not believe it.
Yeah, she doesn't believe it. Should have gave her the proof.
In a moment I shall speak to Sienna. Will you assist me?
Well,
You returned my sister to me, yet what you tell me now I find devastating. I've come to doubt that I can judge her fairly.
No, she said some
I'd
other.
far prefer to learn you're mistaken, Geralt.
I'm not. In fact, I'd recommend you be particularly careful around her.
You exaggerate, Witcher. She is my sister. I know well how to speak to her.
If my presence will help in any manner, of course I'll stay.
We shall now question a person implicated in the murders which recently ravaged our fair city of Beauclair. Captain de la Tour, show Sylvia Anna in.
Look at these evil-looking angel statues. They're creepy angels. They're the creepy ones. The creepy kind.
The Witcher will take part in our talk.
The Duchess requested I be present.
You have committed crimes. Grave crimes. Yet you are my sister, and my heart does not allow me to treat you as a common criminal. Nor does it let me believe you sought my demise. My heart yearns to know you were swayed by the monster Dettlaff. You yourself would never stoop so low. Thus I have asked Geralt to advise me, as one impartial. I shall now hear what he has to say.
Okay, so this is the final thing. I haven't tried this. Okay. Her crimes were horrible, but she has caused to feel pain. Clearly guilty. That's all that matters. Okay, I don't think I tried this first one.
Bitterness consumes Sienna. She had cause to resent many of the court of Beauclair. I know her reasons, understand them even. But I can't condone the actions she chose to take.
What is he talking about, Sienna?
You know exactly what. I was forcibly exiled, remember? To your benefit. You knew well the throne would then be yours, though I was the elder. The ministers I can understand. They'd hated me since I was a child, thought me a poor prospect for the wife of a duke. I even understand our parents. I'd always sensed the problem. They simply feared me, for I dared to be free. That fabricated curse, it fell into their laps. A gift from above that brought relief. But you... Your dagger hurt most. You were my Henrietta, dammit. My darling little sister. Now do you understand, Witcher? She betrayed me.
You were children then, both? Claim to understand all those you detest had killed. Claim to understand those you detest had killed.
Claim to understand them all? Why'd you come back for revenge? Have them all cut down then?
They deserved my vengeance. They detested me, all of them, as long as I can remember. But Henrietta understood me. Once. She was all I could cling to. Her betrayal hurt the most.
You were children then, both. Okay, hopefully this works, because...
You were children then. You and your sister both had no control over what happened.
You're wrong, Witcher. She had control. Remember, dear sister, the day they banished me from the palace? Of course, I'd had the idea to pelt the Nilfgaardian envoy with fish platters, which we filled with rancid suet on a lark, and which you set afire at the last to impress me, I imagine. And I admit, you did. Hit him right in his hideous bald patch. Never laughed so hard in my life. But when it came time to find the culprit, you said not a word. I took all the blame and all the punishment.
It's true. I did not stand up for you. I was too afraid.
The council was unanimous. They listed all my offenses. My flights from the palace, supposed acts of cruelty, inappropriate friendships. They cast me out, but you, the only one to understand me, you cowered in a corner, lifted not a finger to help. Not before, not after. You never tried to find me.
That's not true. I searched for you, sent out knights, gathered tidings from without. You did not wish to be found. Since the day you vanished, I have lived with the knowledge that I failed you. I'm sorry, dear sister. Can you forgive me?
She tickled her. Okay, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. She didn't do it. Ah! Okay, so both times when I got to this point in my last playthrough, when they were hugging like that, freaking Sienna grabbed the hairpin out of Henrietta's freaking hair and stabbed her in the back.
It was short.
And then that
Perhaps
Damien
for you,
dude
as you
freaking
ducked
shot
out early.
shot
The others are probably just
Sienna
getting
with
started.
a crossbow, and they both
Drunkenness
died in
never
each
ends
other's
in this
arms.
kind realm.
Not so fond of Toussaint after all, are we?
Oh, this place is like a strong wine, Geralt. Good in small sips.
That was crazy. It actually worked the first time through.
How do you find my personal brew? Not too strong?
Just right.
Credit the local mandrake of the Alrauna diavolis variety for that. The tubers which
No
grow in
drinking
this area's
mandrake,
volcanic
that's like a
soil have
deadly
an
poison.
altogether unique flavour profile and display a remarkably uncommon dark brown tint.
Fascinating. All I can say is this batch turned out excellent.
Indeed. It might be wise to stockpile some roots for the future. Would you care to accompany me?
You decide to go root picking now? It's dark out.
Geralt, even were I generously to assume it had simply slipped your mind that I am a vampire and thus need no light to see, I'd never believe you had also forgotten that you likewise have absolutely no trouble seeing in the dark. So, shall we?
Why do I need friggin' potions? I do have cat's eyes. I never did understand that. He has a potion called cat. In the first game, it was called cat's eyes. But the first and second game. But this one is just called cat. And he has to drink it to see in the dark. He has cat's eyes. Why would he need to?
If you think it's a good idea, let's go. But I think you might be forgetting one thing. Fresh mandrake root of this variety is highly toxic, even to a witcher.
Ah, not a problem. I never forget matters of safety and hygiene in alchemy. Here, gloves and a mask. Don them, and you shall be in no danger.
Thanks. Right then, let's go.
Put on mask and
This
gloves.
moonlight makes me...
Okay.
Oh, so dreamy.
Penny for your thoughts. Let me guess. Succubus twins?
No, I was thinking about... Oh, how anything can look interesting when properly lit.
Even an old necrophage corpse?
You've not an ounce of refinement in you, have you?
An old necrophage corpse. He's trying to call him a necrophiliac. I guess he's one of the undead, so maybe that's true.
And if I were to add Jimson weed in the last phase, could be an intriguing blend, that.
No, gypsum weed. Jimson? Oh, there's one over there. There's another one. Jimson weed is not good, man. We'd always, well, I lived around an Indian reservation when I was growing up, and we'd always heard from the Indians about Jimson weed. And so when I was a preteen, I tried some. Actually, I'm not even going to say how you do it, but don't. For anybody listening, do not ever try Jimson weed.
Now, where'd that bloodsucker go? Won't be easy to track down. He's a vampire after all.
Damn it, where'd you go?
But yeah, it about killed me, man. It
Regis!
Makes you way, way dehydrated. And you can't swallow. You just barely breathe.
Go?
No matter how much you drink, if you try to eat anything, you can't swallow it. No matter how much you drink,
Damn it,
you can't get rid of the... What's going on?
You raise your hand, vampire!
I did what I had to do!
Those Bruxay, they called you a traitor.
Alas, we've a very simple code of honor, we vampires. So simple you might call it trivial. Either one is with us, unconditionally, regardless of the circumstances, or...
Won't let it go, will they?
They will not. Fortunately, we've another rule, an unwritten one, and just as trivial as the first. It is neatly summarized in the saying, out of sight, out of mind. That is why I must leave Toussaint. For a vastly long time, most like.
Yeah, I get it.
Let us make for my camp. I've an overwhelming desire to have another drink.
You sleeping? Gotta go lay down before you get a kink in the neck.
Firm, defined beginning, then develops gently, rising to a startling finish. Don't you think?
Not much of a connoisseur.
Then it is high time you started your education. After all, the Corvo Bianco vineyard is now yours. By the way, I left a gift for you at your new home. On the nightstand.
Thanks. Mind telling me what it is?
A trifle. That will nonetheless be useful should you need mutagens. Incidentally, have you thought about what you'll do with your prize? Shall you hang your swords over the mantle and take to pruning vines?
Think I'll settle down there for good. You know what? I just thought of something. Yennefer showed up in the last playthrough. Not at the end though, and I don't know where. But since me and Yennefer broke up in my playthrough this time, Ciri was supposed to. I read it online somewhere. Ciri was supposed to show up, and I thought it'd be towards the end there too, and I haven't seen her yet. Maybe she'll show up at my place. I think I'll settle down there for good. No, I was made to kill monsters. Yep, because I'm a witcher.
No, just not the life for me. Sure, might stop by there occasionally, stay the winter, fill up on wine. But I'd rather keep moving. It's not a choice being a witcher. And once you are one, you're one for life. You can't just step off the path. Besides, plenty of work left for me in the world. Ghouls aren't gonna kill themselves.
Rather droll, isn't it, that each time we meet, something harrowing must happen? I can remember a night, not too far from here if I'm not mistaken. We hid in a cave while a blizzard raged all about. Does that sound at all familiar?
How could it not? We just set off to rescue Ciri from Vilgefortz.
Oh, our encounter with Vilgefortz. That is something I do not remember so fondly. But that first stay in Beauclair, far calmer than this one.
Seemed like a land straight out of a fairy tale back then. Its sole problem, cellars too small to accommodate all that wine.
Appearances, Geralt. Appearances, like Mamoons and Dopplers, deceive. So what did become of Vilgefortz?
Killed him. Sure wasn't easy, though. What about you? Any idea where you'll go?
Distance is of the essence. I thought I might venture south.
Nilfgaard?
Why ever not? The Nilfgaardians are a modern society. None there believe in vampires anymore. This fact alone could be very useful to one wishing to remain incognito.
Interesting point of view. I so don't feel like going anywhere. Sit here a while longer?
So we shall, my friend.
And
we have witnessed, and in fact on several occasions incited, many great and weighty events. After all that toil, I believe we deserve a bit of a rest.
That we do.
He looks right at the camera. And that would be the end of that DLC.
Actually, I'd love to go home.
So, ever be so humble? So that there's actually that's one final quest to go home. So let me do that real quick. That was the end of the DLC itself. I need to find a fast travel. I think it's over here. There it is. Anything, other thing? Oh, wow. Something popped up over here, too. I gotta remember that. That's right by the inn. Cool. Anything else? So I got a couple little things. Since it's so early, that'll be good. So he said there was something in my bedroom. Oh, wait, what happened?
Master Witcher, some unknown individual barged into the residence. I resisted as best I could, but to no avail.
Who is it?
Alas, they did not do me the basic courtesy of introducing themselves.
They. It's gotta be Ciri. Hope she's looking at her picture that I put on her wall, on the wall. Yep.
You look good. Come. Don't just stand there. I want a hug.
Thought I'd never see you again.
Well, I've departed, escaped, been forced to flee so many times. Yet, I always returned. You ought to be used to it by now. I like coming back into your life.
I'm just glad you're here.
The house is lovely. It just needs some work.
Yeah, plan to do a lot. Want to go outside, maybe? Could show you the grounds.
Hush up.
No. I already gave you stuff. Go on. Lay down.
He's trying to bite me.
Ah, it's lovely here. I could stay forever.
So stay.
Anything stopping you?
Obligations, duties. I'm only here because Emir concluded I must get to know what I'll rule once I take the throne. So I'm on a tour of the provinces with a small swarm of advisors. Which essentially means they take turns lecturing me while I follow them about, scribbling
I know.
notes.
Plan to stay in Beauclair a while?
A bit. I convinced my advisors we'd be unwise to depart before I tasted each of this year's wines. My knowledge would be incomplete, you see. Though, actually, just between you and me, I'm not certain I'm cut out to rule, govern, all that.
Thinking you might give it up?
I can't say just yet, but I'm not willing to rule it out.
There's... where's the Emperor? What would he... What's he doing? When's the coronation?
How fares your venerable father?
He seems younger, quite rejuvenated. Abandoning high-level politics seems to have done it. It's as if the very awareness of peace grants him strength, which most likely is the case.
Think he'll keep his word?
I think that depends on me. If he feels I'm up to the task, he'll head out to pasture. Yes.
And if he doesn't?
Then there'll be nothing to stop him from returning. He hasn't ever had a problem changing his mind.
Preparations for the coronation coming along?
Not at all. I told him I'm in no hurry. I must see what the whole thing's about first.
There, I think I finally
Acquaint
got a
myself
good
with the
screenshot of
Empire's
that.
institutions, laws, and so forth.
No pressure from Emir to speed things along?
He tried. But I told him I wish to be a good ruler, a strong ruler, not some puppet.
No one else in the world he'd give in to like that.
I had nothing to do with that. There's just no one else in the world who's his daughter. Speaking of which, as the future Empress, I could secure you a comfortable position as court witcher.
Thanks, but just not my thing, that. My place is on the path.
I know. Still, had to try.
That's it? Oh.
See you later, Ciri.
Take care of yourself.
Do what? Yep. You run into the phony one yet?
Yeah, somebody brought him the wrong girl. Because I know it's not her. She jumped through a random portal and was like in this desert. She don't know how to get out of it. That's me. You know, when they see
Geralt?
the Wizards conference thing.
Yeah.
They were after her. She just found a portal that hadn't closed up yet and jumped through. Away from people.
You tell you
The
what,
fake Siri?
Not bad.
But no, Siri jumped through a portal. Who jumped through the portal?
Siri.
Oh, the real Siri.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I was asking.
Telling everybody that's Cirilla, but he knows it's not. He knows she's fake. He doesn't want anybody to know that because he doesn't know who's trying to
Yeah.
mess with them.
What's all this crap? People give me all kinds of stuff. There's chests full of stuff in here. Everywhere. Unless that Siri stuff. She's going to stay here while she's in town. Let me check my bedroom. There it is. Okay, this is what Regis left. Oh, wow. What's this? a letter of the fifth victim. This time you must see to our Duquess. Oh, the Duchess. Anna Henrietta knows nothing of empathy. Her heart is cold. This shard of ice you must tear from her breast. Yet first you must snap her neck quickly and to effect. Once that is done, Rena shall go free. Okay. That was actually Rena that wrote that, because that was Sienna. It was Rena. Anyway, let me see what this is. Dear Gerald, if you're reading these words, it means I am already far beyond the borders of Toussaint, and you have found my mutagenerator. Mutagenerator? Of course, you may dub this instrument however you like. Perhaps something more fitting to your taste or better reflecting its function, for I have no doubt your knowledge of the subject of mutagens is far more profound and thorough than mine. I have worked on this device in my spare time, but now it is finished, and I am convinced as an inventor can be before his invention has been used as intended, of the usefulness of this apparatus. You are surely wondering what function it is meant to serve. As the name indicates, the generator generates mutagens. It operates by absorbing electromagnetical energy waves from bodies, in this case, the bodies of the monsters and evildoers you kill. And then when it has absorbed enough so as to be charged to a critical amount, the mutagenerator changes the stored energy into a greater mutagen, which I suspect you will make good use of. As you surely understand, I am an amateur engineer, which is why you must forgive the lack of an ability for you to direct this operation. Which mutagen energy emerges as a result is determined at random, meaning chance will dictate if it is a green, red, or blue mutagen. Yet I have noted the colors tend to alternate by and large. I trust you shall find my gift useful. Your dearly devoted friend, Emil Regis Rahelic Terzif Godifroy. Wow. P.S. You might be wondering why I decided to toss the mutagenerator into your home instead of simply handing it to you in person. Well, you must know I did it out of modesty. Believe it or not, take care, Gerald, and may my gift serve you well. Okay. That was a mouthful. Mutagenerator. Let's see. Whoop. I want to see what it does. Dang it. Can I hit the right button now? No, apparently not. There we go. Where's my glasses, man? And my gloves. Okay, so I think it'd be in here. What do I do with it? Use. To use this item, you must gather more charges. Huh. Okay, I guess it just stays in my inventory, and every time I kill something, it charges it up, and once it gets to 100, it gives me a mutagen, maybe? A greater mutagen? Apparently. Okay, so there was one... Well, there's so much crap in here all of a sudden. What's over here? Yeah. Anyway. I don't know if this is going to make a difference, but I'm going to sleep until the next day so I can get all those buffs. A couple more buffs over here.
And what do you get for all that work? A crook in your back once you're on in years.
There we go. And this one. Alright.
To reconcile, that's one thing. But to start making wine together...
So there's one side quest that popped up, if it's still there. Alright, where am I going? Where is it? Oh, there it is. What's your little dog problem? What is your problem? Little dog.
Who would have thought? Knights trading in wine.
I do.
Some witch-
Take good care of yourself.
Is it under me? Wait. It's this drunk dude. Oh, hey! That's the guy that liked the Duchess's friend that turned into the bird at the tournament. He was trying to spy on her. He was like stalking her and all kinds of shit. But she didn't like it a whole lot.
Guillaume, what are you doing here?
Leave me be. Without my Vivian, life has no meaning. You are the last to whom I wish to speak.
And he passes out. Now what? Was that it? That was it. Just needed to let me know that he's freaking old drunk now. Come on. I can't try to get him together with her. Maybe she might like him now that she's not a bird anymore.
How is it that you...
Anyway, I think that's it now. Yep. That would be it. There is nothing left. Nothing left to do. I failed one quest the whole game. It was a Gwyneth thing because I didn't know how to play Gwyneth right by that time at the game. And that was because I couldn't get the card from the Baron. The Bloody Baron. Anyway. So I know it's early, but that's all there is. So I will
Feed him as well.
be back tomorrow night with Darcy. It is Wednesday tomorrow, right? Yep. we're going to be playing 7 Days to Die. In a couple weeks, well, we're going to be playing 7 Days to Die on Wednesday and Sunday for the next couple weeks until we get 2 copies of Borderlands 3, and then we'll be playing that 3 nights a week, Wednesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays. But from now until then, and even after then, I'm going to be playing my other game, which right now I'm playing South Park. God, my brain's not working tonight. I had a bad headache when I started tonight. But headache's gone, but I'm still a little fuzzy. Anyway, I'll be playing South Park tomorrow night through Saturday, and then we'll be playing 7 Days to Die on Sunday, but then Monday and Tuesday, which I usually was playing this game, I'm going to be playing South Park also. So I'll be playing South Park 5 nights a week until we get Borderlands 3, and then I'll be playing South Park 4 nights a week until I'm done with it. And by that time, it'll hopefully be next week sometime. I'm going to be having I'm going to have the Xbox here next week, and hopefully I'll have The Last of Us soon after that. So as soon as I'm done with South Park, I'm going to be playing The Last of Us, and I'll be playing that 4 to 5 nights a week, depending on if we're playing Borderlands 3 or 4 nights, 2 or 3 nights a week. Anyway, so I'll officially change my schedule once all that happens. So, till tomorrow night, leave a like, share, subscribe. Check out links below. Support my channel if you can with PayPal, Patreon, or you can get some merch. All in the links below. And I hope to see you tomorrow, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Adios, guys.
What? What? Why I got nothing? I got nothing. Stinky dog. Nothing. Nothing.